Hi folks, let's transcribe a word into the International Phonetic Alphabet. It's Catherine here from Place Manner Voice. I used a random word generator to give me my word today. Today our word is thrive. 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 Now, right away what I'm going to do is I'm going to show that I'm going to be transcribing into the International Phonetic Alphabet. I'm not going to be writing in English. I'm going to be writing in the IPA. And that really tells us that each of the symbols after this mark is a speech sound. It's not an English letter. Okay, so we start right away with a really interesting English sound. So this is one of the TH sounds. There are two TH sounds in English. I know it's only spelled one way, but for this one, I'm putting the very tip of my tongue between my top and bottom teeth, and I'm pushing the air out in a continuous flow. Thrive, thrive. For this one, because my throat is not vibrating, I'm not saying v, v, I'm saying so much quieter, right? For this one, this TH symbol, we use this. It's the theta from Greek, and it has to be really tall like this. We don't want a little short one like this. That's another symbol in the IPA. We have to keep it really tall, like this. No, thank you. Yes. Thrive, thrive. Now, we really quickly have to pull our tongue into our mouth and go for that R sound. We use this turned R for the North American er. Then we have I. Do you hear how that's changing? I. This is a diphthong. So this is a sound where two vowel sounds are used together for one sound, really. Like, even though it's kind of two sounds, we're gliding from one to the next. I. This one we consider one vowel sound. There are 5 diphthongs in English. This is one of them. This is one of the very low to very high ones. Now, you might be saying, but Catherine, when I slow that down a lot, I hear it more like I, E. Why aren't you using the E symbol? Partially because of convention. This is the symbol for the I diphthong, but also I think you answered your question a little bit when you said, when I slow it down a lot. Don't slow it down a lot. Slow it down a little bit if you need to hear things. I. It's pretty quick when you say it, and when we start to slow down our speech when we're trying to transcribe things, it really distorts sounds, and we do things that aren't really part of speech sounds. I always tell my students, you start to sound like a ghoul if you slow down your sounds too much. So we're going to use this I symbol, even though it's 2 together, we're calling it one vowel sound. And then after the I, we have v, v. It's the same symbol in the IPA as we use in English for the most part for the v sound. We're putting our top teeth on our lower lip. We're making our voice box vibrate. Our larynx is vibrating. So you might even, if you gently touch your throat while you say a v, you can feel the vibrations at your throat. V. And I'll tell you, before I finish this word, if you're not familiar with the v sound, or if your language doesn't have it, you might have an F sound. And think about what you're doing for that F. For the F, you're putting your top teeth behind your lower lip and you're blowing air. What you're not doing for this one is using your throat. You're not using any vibration at your throat. So no vibration at your throat. So we call this one voiceless. For a V, we have the same posture in your mouth. We've got the top teeth touching on your lower lip, behind your lower lip to make the V sound. But instead of f, we're turning on the muscles in our throat and making vibration. at our throat. So v we call voiced. Voiced. Because we don't change the gesture in our mouth, we don't just change the posture in our mouth, these are paired together. We have f and v, and because they're pretty close, we call these cognates. They're cognates because the only difference is that this one doesn't have any vibration at the throat and this one does. F, v. English has lots of cognates of its consonant sounds. F, v, and I'll talk more about those in the future. Okay, so let's go back to our transcription. We have f, I, v. Do we pronounce this vowel at the end? Do we say thrivey? Do we say thrive? No, absolutely not. We know that's a silent vowel. So if it's silent, we're not saying it, we don't put it down when we're transcribing the IPA. So look, we're all done. Thrive, thrive. Beautiful work. As always, if there's a word you'd like me to transcribe into the International Phonetic Alphabet, leave a comment below. If you like and subscribe, you'll get a little notification if I do more transcriptions, which you know what? I will, because I love doing this.